In this problem, we want to find the exponential function, so a function of this form that passes through these two given points. Okay, so first of all, so these are the x and y coordinates of the 2 points. So we're going to start by taking one of them and plugging it into the general equation, right? So here we'll take y equals 3 over 125, plug it in for y, and then -3, I plug it in for x. So first thing we have here is we have a negative exponent. So what it means to have a negative exponent is we put the expression into the denominator, right? So like, for example, something like 2 to the -3 power, right? So the way to calculate this would be, so the negative exponent means that this thing needs to go into the denominator, and then I make the exponent positive, right? So it's the same thing as 1 over 2 to the 3rd power, right? So you see how the 2 goes into the denominator, and then the exponent 3 also goes into the denominator, becomes positive, and then 2 to the 3rd power is just 2 times 2 times 2, which is 8. So you get 1/8, right? So you want to treat the negative exponent by putting it into the denominator. So what does that mean in our problem? Okay, so this stays the same, and then this b, so a doesn't have an exponent, right? So a stays in the numerator, and then this b now needs to go into the denominator, right? So basically what's happening, let me do it step by step. So basically what's happening is this, right? So this b to the -3, I write it as 1 over that thing, right? So 1 over b to the 3rd power, and then I just think of the a as being a over 1, right? So then now when you multiply the fractions, a times 1 in the numerator is a, and then as a, so it doesn't look like a 9, and then 1 times b cubed in the denominator is b cubed. Okay, so so now when we are at this step, we still have 2 unknowns, right? So a and b are both unknown, right? So so we cross multiply to get rid of the fractions. So if I cross multiply, what does that look like? Right, so this multiplies this, and then this multiplies this. So you get 3 times b cubed on the left, and then this times this is 125a on the right. Now still both a and b are unknown, so what we're going to do is we're going to solve for a in terms of b, right? So I divide both sides by 125. Let me change the color. So I divide both sides by 125, and so I get that a is equal to this expression here, so 3b cubed over 125. Okay, so this is part 1. So now part 2. So now I have to use the second point, right? So I plug in the x and y into the original thing again, right? So y is 75, and a is unknown, b is unknown, and x is 2. Okay, so in the second part, a and b are both unknown, but from the first part, I have an expression for a, and so this can be plugged in here. So now what do I have?